Realty Income and Vereit are merging and then spinning off their office properties. So what does this mean for you if you're a shareholder of Vereit or of Realty Income? And what do you have to do to get that spin-off entity? I've got everything you need to know going forward coming right up. Hey, what's up? I'm Russ, and thank you for making me a part of your investing journey and joining me as I weld my way to fire and share some things I've picked up over the near 20 years that I have been investing with you. Oh, hey, and if you would like to buy me a beer, you can now do that. Click the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. No pressure, no obligation. You can buy me a beer. Check it out. I'll give you a shout out on the next video. And if you can tell when somebody's being judgmental just by looking at them, give the video a big thumbs up. So on November 1st, 2021, we will see the finalization, tentatively, of Realty Income acquiring Vereit, and then they'll merge together and spin off their substantially, as they put it. Check the article from Realty Income, the little news blurb they put out in the description below. They're going to spin off substantially all their office properties. So the date of record for this will be November 2nd, 2021. In order to receive those spin-off shares, you're going to need to hold shares of either Realty Income or Vereit by close of business on November 2nd. And then on November 12th, 2021, that's the date you will receive shares of Orion Office REIT Incorporated, which will trade under the ticker ONL. And the way you'll get those is for every 10 shares of Realty Income that you hold, you will receive 1 share of ticker ORN, Orion Office REIT. And the same will hold true for those of you who are Vereit shareholders. When you merge with Realty Income, for every 1 share of Vereit that you hold, you will receive 0.705 shares of Realty Income. So almost 3/4 of a share of Realty Income you will receive for every 1 share of your Vereit. And then any fractional shares, you will receive cash in lieu of those fractional shares because they're not going to spin off fractionals. So don't worry, if you have 10 shares, you'll get 1 share of the spin-off entity. And if you have a fractional there, you're going to get cash hitting your account. And there's no action on your part if you're a Realty Income or a current Vereit shareholder. That's all going to be done for you. So nothing to worry about. The only thing I don't know is how long it's going to take your brokerage to get that cash for you. Just as in the case of GE, when they recently had their reverse split, they didn't do any fractional shares. So any fractionals were paid out in cash, but it wasn't right away. And I understand it took several days for some of that cash to actually hit your account. So be patient, call your broker if you have any questions. Now, I think it's pretty cool that they're merging because they're very similar in a lot of ways. Check out the overlap of the top 20 tenants of Realty Income and the top 10 tenants of Vereit. We see that half of Vereit's top 10 overlap with Realty Income's top 20 with Dollar Tree Family Dollar, Dollar General, Walgreens, FedEx, and BJ's Wholesale. I think it's a smart thing that they're doing, spinning off the office properties, because I think we're in such a transitory time in the working world that office properties are not going to be in as much demand. So I think they're kind of seeing the writing on the wall with all the work from home and that shift that was brought on by COVID-19. So I think it's a smart thing they're doing. Just don't even worry about those office properties. I think they're going to keep a couple headquarter buildings, which is why they said substantially all. I do believe they own Walgreens corporate headquarters. So I think they're keeping that because that's pretty major, but everything else they're spinning off into that entity that will receive. And when we do receive it, I'll look into it a little bit and I'll throw out a video on that as well. Oh, and the bridge portfolio numbers, which the link to degrin.com where I share that is below. I sold off all the shares of IBM and I bought a couple shares of Lockheed Martin, which are down, which I love Lockheed. They're not going anywhere. The government, yes, they're always threatening to cut spending, but you know, the money just keeps coming in. And also they're really expanding into the space exploration and the space commerce burgeoning field. So I love Lockheed Martin, and I was happy to buy some shares that were way down, in my opinion, at a discount. I'll have a portfolio update video coming out shortly, and please do swing by and check out this video we did on the Vereit and Realty Income merger, and I will see you over there.